Zach, good racing coming up on Sunday. You're obviously a big part of that always. And race 4, the River Verdon handicap. Hacking Hermod is a horse you're back on board. He's a decent type of horse, this fellow, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He continues to get better. He's had a really good season. He's going to have to do it the hard way now with the extra weight on his back, but his trial recently was good. He's in good form, so there's no reason why he can't run well again.
I know you hadn't signed him for a little while, but that trial, I mean, it looked pretty impressive, didn't it? Did he give you the feel of a horse who's going to take that next step forward?
Well, we hope so. He's just continued to raise the bar as he's been asked to, and he's had a little bit of time between runs now. And he's always a lightly framed horse that is struggling to fill out, but he feels like he's matured a little bit. He's going to need to be a little bit stronger if he's going to carry the weight against these horses.
Yeah, he certainly is decent enough race. 2 from 2, as you say, first up. He must be obviously third in the Classic Mile as well. So, I know it's 4-year-old form, but it's very strong 4-year-old form.
Yeah, he's been a model of consistency. It sort of hasn't mattered where sort of what distance he's raced over or where he's been. He's always turned up and given his best, and I think he's going to do that again.
David Hayes, big day of racing coming up on Sunday, the final Group 1 of the season. More on that shortly, but you've got Seamus Storm lining up in race 7. He's a horse who's really put it all together now, and surely that win's only a matter of time away, isn't it?
I think so. Like he just got beaten with Zach on the other day. I think our horse just out-muscled him a bit more experienced. But he's trained on. He certainly hasn't gone backwards. His barrier's ideal. And I would be disappointed if he wasn't close in the finish.
How has he done in that 3 weeks in between runs? I mean, it's a decent enough little break, isn't it, for a horse like him?
Yeah, look, at young horses, 3 weeks is probably ideal to a month. He is a horse that I'm sure is going to make it and will be much better next season. But we'd love to get a win or two to get him up the ratings a bit. So he's right for the 4-year-old series next year.
Interesting, looking back at that race last time, David, obviously you say he was just outpointed by one with perhaps a little bit more experience, but the way he sort of knuckled down to the task, I thought was quite impressive.
Yeah, it was really good. I thought he was going to win, but he did fight and just got beat, and it was a good margin back to third, which is always a good sign.
Mark, in the final race, prior to Dubai, a huge improvement last start. Did he surprise you a little bit as well?
No, he's a horse that I've always had good regard for. He just had a bleed earlier in the year, which set him back a bit. But he started to build up nicely. I appreciate getting up to 1400. It's a very competitive field, but he'll roll forward from that gate. He's a big horse. I think we'll see his best once he gets to 1600, but he'll run well on Sunday.
It took quite some time to get him back to his A game. You sent him back to Chongqua, and he stayed there for quite a while.
Yeah, look, it's got a lot of training options up there that we don't have in Sha Tin. So, but once they build that fitness, I've kept him here since then. He's done well, so I'd expect that he would run well on Sunday.
He's gate 11, and last start he went forward. Will he do the same thing again on Sunday?
Oh, he's got gate speed and he's a big horse, big striding horse, so you wouldn't take that away from him.
呢一日有連連有盈都可以話佢一匹忠心嘅鐵馬，上一場又有一啲好好嘅表現啊！
係啊，隻馬都估唔到，其實喺3班其實佢一直都等可能落分個分可能有少少高，咁啊佢一直都61、62、63咁啊嗰陣歡迎揮騎佢每次都第3、第2、第1咁樣，咁啊永遠都唔會落到4班咁樣。但係佢似乎喺3班輕磅嘅情況下，佢都幾 consistent 咁啊。咁今次落翻縮翻成1000咁，佢呢一季都 show 咗好多次1000米佢哋都可以。咁啊又 draw 到好檔啦。咁啊希望可以幫馬主贏到。